Hello guys, this is zorlaKOKA here. Welcome to another video about coaching Counter-Strike Go. Today we are talking about defending mid. We are focusing on the up roll, but we will talk a little bit about defending mid with M4 too. We will talk about some aspects on this video. First, we are talking about getting picks on mid, not getting mid control, but getting an entry there. We are talking about getting mid control, through the round, and we are talking about the rotations to A, the rotations to B, and we are also talking about, obviously, like I told you, of how to play mid without the AWP. Okay, so for starters, the first things we are going to talk is about the pick mid. Okay, the pick mid. There's one pick you can do, like talk to your short partner. Get the boost over there. Your short partner can just support you. He can actually bait them to lure them for you. You understand? Just jump into ladder room and then after 2 or 3 seconds just come back. They will be, lured by him, and you can get your first entry from there. But that's just to make the peak. You can obviously make the peak from here with good spawn, right? And you can make the peak from connector to, if you have good spawn, just make the peak from connector, from up here or from down here. Okay, just think about this. The first kill is crucial if you want to play with the peak. You are giving away mid control most of the times, you understand? You're just going for the entry. But if you want mid control, not just to provoke a number advantage for your team at the start of the round, if you want mid control, the first shot is also the most important shot in your round. Okay, so you need to practice that first bullet. You need to be consistent. You need to be a little bit slower. Don't go for flick shots, you understand? Just go for crosshair placement and slow correction shots, you understand? Which are slower flick shots, you understand? Just make sure you hit that bullet. Okay, if you get pre-fired or if the guy just gets lucky and he headshots you with 1 bullet from AK, it doesn't matter. That won't happen that many times, even at the highest levels. Just shoot with patience, shoot with quality. Okay, don't be afraid. Use your crosshair placement and shoot with quality. All right. And obviously try to avoid a little bit the places where they pre-fire. So if you are staying here is actually good because you are anti-flash. If they pop flash mid, it's very hard for them to flash you right here. But here, for example, it's much better because you can make the correction and you avoid the pre-fire. Okay. So these are the picks. If you want to maintain mid control, use connector, use the pick from connector, and use the pick from balcony. First things first, you need synergy to get mid control. You need to have synergy with the short guy, just jumping over there and taking control of underpass, or with the connector guy getting control of the underpass, jumping close to you, or picking, going aggro to underpass itself to make a play. So if you're controlling here, sometime you don't see anything, right? Nothing is happening, and your connector guy wants to pick underpass. It's easy. Okay, you can mollo for him. Just mollo randomly. You don't care really. It's just for them to not pick. Just run here, and then go to your right and hide this lamp. Okay, when you hide this lamp, put it on the middle and just throw it. Okay, this is how I do it. It's pretty easy after you know how to do it. Okay, as you can see, it's pretty hardcore for them, man. They get completely blind by this. There's no way they can turn around, and they just see it coming if they already are here. And if you put the Molotov with a little bit, not being as clumsy as I was, they won't be there, alright? And your partner can just come here and shoot them, alright? This is one thing that is very important for you to have synergy with your teammates, okay? So focus on the first bullet, alright? And then have synergy with the short partner or with the connector partner for you to maintain mid control with just 2 guys. That is going to be really, really good for your setup. If they smoke top mid, which is very, very common, okay, you obviously can grenade, okay, you obviously can Molotov, okay, care about the Molotov, you need to throw the Molotov high as hell, okay, if you throw it like this, it won't go, if you throw it like this, it won't go, you need to throw it high as hell. As you can see, it burns to both sides. This is a really good way to counter that smoke over there, okay. I normally like to see pro players, I see them putting the Molotov at the start. They just come here, they see the smoke, they jump, they put the molly, and then they can grenade, for example. Okay? Putting this flash is also important, okay, which is a pop flash for your teammates to push, okay. This flash was a little bit too strong, but as you can see, it's not low. Being low, it's not a problem whatsoever. They will get flashed. It just doesn't flash these angles right here, but it's almost impossible, I think, to flash this close angle. But that close angle doesn't hurt you that much if they come for the picks. Anyway, the thing is, you need to understand how to get mid control, how to counter the smoke on top mid. Okay, if you play from there, you will have a good way of countering this smoke. As you can see, it's much better for you to try to kill. Okay, if they try to pass, well, the smoke sometimes get a little bit more to the right, but you will always have this gap. And if they push the smoke over here, they won't see you. Okay, which is also better than being in the balcony and just die for free with a guy pushing that smoke from the to short, you know, to short area. So this is basically mid control. If you want to pick from here to underpass, you can just molly. Obviously, you need to practice a jump, which is really hard to do if you are just staying here. Kenny has used it a lot of times, a lot of rounds on this major. Basically, it's just a jump like you are jumping there, but it doesn't need to be that perfect. It doesn't need to be, you know, the good bunny. You just need to jump over there. Okay. It isn't an easy jump if you're not running, you know. If you're just here and you need to do it, it's really hardcore. So it's kind of a risky play unless you're a god in movement and you like jump on your scroll and stuff like that. Okay, if you practice a lot on surf, well, this is the play for you. Okay, on surf servers. So aside from that, basically this is mid control. All right, so take your pick. Get that first entry. You can use the pick from a lot of places. Don't use short if you want mid control the entire round, but use short if you just want to take a pick. Okay, and basically, aside from that, have synergy with the short, have synergy with the connector guy. One of them needs to play with you, so you basically close top mid and underpass. Right? So rotations to A. Well, the best way for you to check the rotations to A is to watch my video of the defense in connector, okay, which is available on YouTube on my YouTube channel. But there's some things that the AWPs like to do. For example, jumping over the smoke. Let me put the smoke here. Let's pretend there are two smokes, one here and over there. Sometimes the AWPs like to jump here, you know, like this, and if they see something, protected from that angle. Obviously that angle is not good. Just if they see something, they try to get the entry. Obviously flash for your teammates. Everything is you can push this smoke, you know, you can rotate CT. Everything is explained on that video. I don't need to repeat for you guys, because this Mirage is all about synergies. If you play mid, you need to understand how to play short, how to play connector, how to play B, how to play A. So I really think you should see all the videos. And reacting to A coming from balcony, or jungle, yeah, balcony into jungle is basically the same thing of the guy playing connector. So just check that video, okay guys? So rotations to B, well, that's another thing. Rotation to B, you have this rotation over here, well, over here, which is normal, right? Normally this is broken. Oh, it is broken already. I was already playing on here. Use this flash if you want. Oh Jesus, not this one. Forget about what I'm saying. Reported. Okay, use this flash if you want. Okay, take control of this. Take control of this. Okay, this angle is pretty good too for you to get kills. Don't forget about this angle. This is insane. Okay, and basically this is it. Then you can just pick over here if you want, if they get already control. All right, don't be too greedy. Don't go outside even if your B partner is alive. You have ways to get the entries safer, so your backup is good and you are alive to be one of the guys doing the retake if you lose the bomb site. Another rotation which is pretty good, it's this one, right? So this rotation is really good too, and it's about the same thing basically. You just get here, okay? Normally I start putting my crosshair over there, you know, just like this, and then you can start, you know, trying for the picks. Just don't be too cocky, don't come to this place, because if you miss, you will die. It's the same thing as before. Rotate quickly, get some entries right here, provoke the advantage, and be alive, be a part of the retake. So you are doing both things. You're not just making a backup play, because you're not going full hardcore, right, on the rotation. You're playing, but you are playing for the entries. So it's a backup, but you are a part of the retake. You will wait for you will play safely, you will get control of kitchen or control of short, you know, and you will be alive on the retake. But you are going to be important for the retake to be stronger. So it's going to be like a 4v2 or 4v3 or 5v3, 5v4, you know, with number superiority. All right? Well, 5v3 it's impossible. They won't plant with the guys on B alive, man, right? Unless you're playing in silver. So, oh, one thing I didn't talk to you about, it's the flashes, okay? When you don't have spawn, you need to flash. Just stop right here, okay? Stop right here, on the start of this balcony, and then you flash up there. As you can see, let me see if it's good. Yeah, it's pretty good, okay? You need to stop, and then to throw it with just to that top corner over there, okay? Because if you are running, it will be too strong, and it will blow, you know, right here. It doesn't work. Okay, if you're afraid of this flash, because sometimes people miss it, I don't use it that much. I normally don't play balcony, I'm not a sniper. You can put this flash over here, which is pretty easy, or you can just throw it by running. Okay, it's the same. They're all good, you know. If you don't have spawn and you want to take this peek, as you can see, one blows there, one blows there. If one guy is already here, they won't even see the flashes. That part, it's you throwing them, you know, but they will just disappear. They will see just one thing over there, and that they will, you know, bounce on the wall, and they will be blind. Okay, you can use that step over there to make your pick, and basically this is it. Rotating B, be a part of the backup, be a fast rotator, but above everything, be a part of the retake. Don't be too greedy, don't be crazy. You control short, you get the picks. You control kitchen, you get the picks, no matter what type of rotation you did. All right. Rotation A, you check the other video, right? Because you can push smokes. You need to flash for your teammate. Blah blah blah. And now we need to talk a little bit about the way you behave after you get the pick. So you do not get mid control. Okay. So this time you don't get mid control, but you go for a pick on connector, for example. You get the pick on connector. Well, you got the pick, but you're out. You don't want mid control. You leg shot one guy. It's 5v5. There are places on connector that are not that good with the M4, but they are really good with AWP. Okay, for example, this position over here. Okay, this position over here with Yop, it's broken. This position over here with Yop is broken too. You need synergy with your connector partner. Basically, this is it. Okay, so if you're going for this pick, it's normal for your connector partner to just be, you know, aggroing here and taking care, something like this, or you can just go here and hide and jump, you know, understand? With the M4, or if it's the other way around, you can be, your partner can be hidden right there, for example. Okay, so if you get provoked from here and you just shoot once, you see another one, they will aggro, your partner will appear and take care of business. Obviously, with this setup with your partner hitting right there, they can boost, which is a pretty bad thing. But when you are not playing with mid control, things get a little bit tricky, and it's many times the importance of the guy on short. So let's go restart this. Let's get an M4, and let's talk about defending mid with the M4. Okay, you don't have the bite for the AWP. Your scout is not that efficient. We talked already about the first kill, the first shot with the op to be efficient on this defense. So with the scout, the first shot you needs to be an headshot. So it's not, you know, it is a position where the scout is basically not a good replacement for the op. So go for the M4 anyway. Let's take care of this play. Okay, so when you're playing with the M4, you have two ways of doing this. One way is to rush mid. Obviously, you have spawn, you talk to your partners, two guys, normally the short and connector guy will be the guys that will help you, but they can swap depending on their spawn, and you can just rush mid versus a full buy with AWP. Only rush mid versus full buys, okay, or versus better buys, right? So you are 5-7, you have 5-7s and CZs or something, and the guys have a full buy. Well, rush mid is a good call if you have the proper spawns to do it. How to rush mid? Well, you can just jump, you know. If they put the smoke over there, you can molly, you can grenade, like I showed you, and then you can pop flash for your mates to push. If you're not the guy on balcony, you're one of the guys pushing, well, it's easy, just go connector, hug this wall, wait for the top guy to flash for you or to just shoot, right? And then push and get control of it, right? With when he flashes, you just appear and you try to, with your teammate, to get control or get some entries over there. This guy over here, it's important for him to mollo there, or he can even smoke here, because the mollo you can use there, right? It's very important, but the smoke you can just use here to avoid this backstab from the guy coming underpass. Alright, so basically this is it. The rush mid from that position, it's on the same video that I talked to you before, defending connector. Alright, but the guy on balcony needs to play from here when you're rushing mid, especially because of this flash. Okay, let me see if it's a good one. Yeah, it's pretty quick. I hate my breakfast already. I just recorded one before the breakfast and one after the breakfast, and as you can see, the flashes are stronger. Normal. Breakfast is very important. So anyway, defending without AWP, so with the rifle, rushing mid, it's one choice. If you don't want to rush mid because you don't have the utility to do it, or you do not have good spawns to do it, or you are defending efficiently without having to take many risks, so okay, we don't have the op, but let's stay with what we are doing, be controlled, calm in the approach of the round, because they are having difficulties opening our defense. Having an M4 defending mid, it's all about synergy with the connector and the short guy. Okay, why? Because the short guy can play ladder room, and if it plays ladder room, you don't need to be here. You normally help the A guy, or you play connector, right? And you leave the connector guy to play on A. If the short guy is playing from back here, controlling this passage with quick rotation to B, so if the short guy is doing this, you don't watch connector either, right? Connector, sorry, you don't watch balcony or ladder room or anything. You just go connector again, the same thing applies. So if the short guy is playing there or there, the same thing applies, right? The only thing is that you can go for quick peeks here, care for these boosts over here, which are really on fashion over these days, so be careful about this, all right? But the thing is, ignore the balcony. You have 3 guys here, your short guy is providing you with a great setup without mid control, so use it. 1 guy connector, 1 guy ramp, 1 guy watching palace. Take care of those setups and use them. Just, you need to have synergy with your short partner, okay? Because if you need to defend 2 spots, it will be a problem. If you need like 1 guy defending connector, you are defending jungle, you know, countering the ladder room into balcony or boost into balcony, you need to leave 1 guy alone in A playing retake. So you understand what I'm trying to say? It can be a little bit tricky. So it depends of the synergy that you have with your short partner to defend with the M4. If you have spawn, you can play with the M4 right here at the start of the round. If the guy from connector aggroes something or gets some you know, calls some attention, or if the guy shorts goes for a crazy peek or a crazy flash over or something, you can peek and surprise them with a peek from this side. If you get mollied, you need to smoke. Okay, you just get to peek, you hide. If you hit, it's better. If you miss, you hide, and then you disengage, you smoke, and you smoke yourself out, right? So you understand what I'm trying to say, right? Rushing underpass is actually pretty good too if you have spawn for it. And aside from that, with the M4, basically this is it. In terms of rotations, it's basically the same that with the op. In terms of rotations with 2A, it's the same of the rotations like I told you on the video of defending connector. So another thing can happen that I was almost forgetting. Okay, playing on ticket. Playing on ticket is really important. So we are going back to the AWP, right? So you are playing for a peak somewhere right there, on connector, you get a leg shot, or you kill someone but you got a lot of utility. You kill one but you see like 2 guys more in mid, you know that there are people underpass, you just leave mid for them, you got the 5v4, and you want to rotate to ticket. Well, to rotate to ticket, it's obvious, it's again synergy, guys. This map is about synergy. You cannot rotate ticket and play on this angle, which is insanely strong, right, for the up. You cannot play on this angle without synergy with the guys, man. They need to be taking info from Palace and from ramp. They don't even need to be killing them, but they need to be taking info. Playing for the kills on connector to Palace can happen. There are good ways to do it with pre-fire spots, but for the ramp it's just harder, I have to say, and it's just a little bit of a problem. You can see, for example, Navi playing when they were eliminated by Astralis, right? They won 16-14 on their Mirage, and you can see their setups with Guardian and Simple playing both on CT. That's pretty interesting too, but not to this level of videos. We'll talk about that on other videos, trust me. Okay, so this type of rotations are important to the type of setups that you use when you have 3 guys defending 3 positions here, right? So it is very important. In terms of aggro plays, going Palace is obviously a good idea. I normally tend to tell my AWP when he spawns over here to go get the pick connector and not go Palace, but you can go Palace, you know how to do it. It's easy. You just run, knife out, don't spam. You're here. Pretty cool, right? It's a good entry. You need to get back up from someone, you know, taking aggro from here or something, no? But basically that's it, or something like this. But you can do this pick with the AWP. It's really strong. And aside from that, basically this is all. Okay, you can obviously play B, like C's used to do, or like Mr. Cold Zero likes to do too, right? Playing B, normally you receive a flash, you pick, and then you normally play like this. Okay, basically that's what you do, because you take good info, right? So it's the best pick you can get. You get the info from far away. You need to learn how to disengage from there, which is not that hard. You just get 1 kill, jump the hell out, or flash up, right? Like this. I show you. You get 1 kill and you can flash yourself out. Okay? Basically this is it, guys. So we played for the picks. You getting the picks mid. We played with a WPB, because you can use it as a special, or AWP Palace, you can use it as a special too. We got mid control and the ways you can get the synergy with your partners, right? You have the rotation on A, you have the rotation on B. The rotation on B, put this in mind, okay? You are part of the backup because you have a very quick rotation, but you will need to be a part of the retake. So you are a backup, but don't be too greedy. You will be alive for the retake. Okay, that's very important. Mid without M4, a lot of synergy, especially with short guy. Mid to play the pick and then go for the setup. Rotate ticket, synergy with the connector and the guy. Playing both two connector, it's also very strong with the AWP on your hands. And basically this is it. Okay, guys, I think this is pretty explanatory. I talked a little bit of the rush mid. I truly believe that you should watch at least these two other videos, defending short and defending connector, and I'm making sure that this defending mid goes out on the channel after the other two. Okay, guys, so for me this is all. If you have any doubts, you can just contact me on Twitch. You have the link on the description, and I'm Zorlak and I'm out. Okay, guys, bye bye, good luck on your games.